Okay, there we go. Oof. Oh, laptop crashed. Oh no. Okay, so now where is everyone? I mean, we've got a 4-person party, which is enough, but... I am wearing the new set that just came out today. Hey, Catherine! There we go.
That top looks good.
Huh?
From the cat shop.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I saw it and I'm like, this is absolutely my mood a lot of the time. Sweatpants, a black tank top. This is how I look when I'm not on camera. Okay, not like that. I mean, I wish, but this is what I wear when I'm not on camera. Hey, Catherine. We are happy to have you. I was starting to panic. I was like, where's Catherine? Okay, well, I'm sure anyone else who wants to show up will let us know. In the meantime, Catherine, make sure you head here to start. Hey, look at you go. Do we have anyone who wants to tank, or are we just gonna play this by ear? Aw, thanks, Lulu. Wait, whose planet needs them? I have to go. My planet needs me. I mean, if Phil doesn't show up, there's no one to get all the loot and then complain that they're not getting all the loot. Oh my god! But this seems to be taking forever. Aw, sorry, Hush. I'm sorry. It's just gonna have to be me talking to myself until someone else joins. Hey, Alpha. No, there's never a Warpeg Cam. He's in the other room painting Warhammer models.
Not great at conversation.
Hey, there you go. That was lucky, Leilu. Thank you. We got a portal. I mean, I imagine Discord has to take a lot of resources. Granted, I just installed it on my Rogue Ally, my portable, so it doesn't take too much, but I imagine for any machine older than like 3 years old, it might be. Wait, there's custom delivery glam? Onion! Oh, right, Leilu. I'll heal you. Eggplant. Garlic. Tomato. What I like best about this leisure glam, this is the new online store one, is the underwear match with the kind of bra we get from the street gear. So it's all like, it's all matchy. I have not maxed out custom deliveries yet, so I need to do that. I remembered about an hour ago too that I didn't do my Pelu for today either, so. Egg. Are you okay? Hush. You look a little angry. Yay! Leilu, I got you. Prince? Comment ça va? Hey! Free door. And who hasn't rolled on the egg? I'm not leaving here without my egg.
My gear is pretty low.
Your gear?
Yeah, it's kind of low. Sorry about that.
Hey, no worries, no worries. It makes me actually have to pay attention. Open.
Open.
Open. Disco! Yes!
Oh, everything okay, boss?
Hey! There you are. How you doing?
I'm alive.
Hey,
Count?
that's a start. Yeah.
It's a thing that I do sometimes.
Yeah.
I tell you though, times I feel the best is when I'm not.
We're
Yeah,
just... Sorry. We're just in the middle of something, so I'll invite you as soon as we're done.
I see how it is. Running laps it out. Whatever.
Hey,
didn't-
you snooze, you lose.
Across the galaxy in several shards just to get here. Or anything. You guys have a queue? Malarkey.
That's what I think too. I think it's just to make us seem popular.
It is averting. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at my own jokes. Are you winning some?
We're on floor 4.
Maybe
Ah!
so
How did I almost die?
Oh. You gooning?
No, I'm healing.
My oven is on fire, and I should go tend to it. I may not be back.
Oh, man.
Are we? Or where are you guys?
Shalone?
Texas? Got it. It's bad that I tell people, oh, wait till you get to Texas.
Oh, it's the minion train that I don't have on Gamba.
Dawn Treader? Ooh. Gamba.
Oh, of course it's a 5.
House always wins.
Higher low, higher low, higher low. I always go low, but...
Yeah, flip a coin.
Right?
It's not like you
No!
then you can blame the coin.
Okay. Damn it. I kind of wanted that minion, but that's okay. At least it wasn't a coffer.
Hot Belgian. What? Again. At least it wasn't a coffer again.
Again. Open. Open. Disco! No.
Oh, what are you gonna need me as?
Well, Lelu is tanking reluctantly, so if you would rather tank happily, that would probably be nice.
I suppose I could have you tank.
Okay, thank you.
It's not like I'm good at anything anyway.
I'll keep you alive, I promise.
Yeah, you're living dead. What? Ooh. I tell you what I got for both 2 of my tanks?
No.
I got a horny bat.
Come again?
You heard me, I got a horny bat.
Oh, there's someone else in this zone.
I'll show you when I get there.
Is there someone else right here?
Records. We do not need this running. If we do, we don't need it displaying. Alright, me. Ooh, you guys are going down there.
Well, we are down here.
Hush
guess I
is
can-
way southwest. You guys are north.
Okay, my next one is not here, so... Southwest, you say?
Well, that's where Hush's is. Unless you have another one up there. You will see the horny bat that I have found. And my Dark Knight has an even bigger one. I don't know why, but he does.
Okay, I should probably...
I'm absolutely size queen. If it is massive, I do not want to hear about it. This is Debbie After Dark, right? I can say that?
It's definitely dark out. Hello?
Hello, I'm transferring over now.
Okie dokie.
Came to get a look at the horny bat.
Yes. Show us your horny bat.
It's right there. I'm holding it.
See. Is that a PvP weapon?
You know, I think it is.
I think it is, too.
You're just mad that I have a horny bat.
Yes, that is it. I am mad about the horny bat.
My horny bat brings all the chicks to the yard and they're like, I don't believe what I see. Oh, we have a picto. That's a lot of threat for me to have to deal with.
Meh. I can heal. It's okay.
Heal them? That's good. We seem to have 2 tanks.
Oh-ho.
Country doesn't like my horny bat. I gotta go find a new clan now. Da-da.
You guys in a portal?
No. I'm inviting now.
I'm still loading in, sorry, PS4 issues, but what map am I headed to?
Is there another Shalone? No.
You're looking for it. Okay, never mind. Let me find mine. Mine's in Cause.
Okay, then let's go Cause.
One in Heritage found. Nobody asked me for mine.
Oh, Phil, where's yours? Oh, Hush has another one here.
I see how it is.
Oh, it's magic!
You know.
In this exact spot. Okay, well that's awfully convenient. Chocobo. Let's pause.
Suspiciously convenient.
So, not Cause, what map then? What zone?
Texas.
Shalone.
See a Heritage, a Cause, and Urko.
Okay. Oh, don't go in the portal. Go ahead and open that chest or whatever, but if you get a portal, don't open until I change my class. Well, you won't be able to. Never mind. I'm not 100 on this class.
Okie dokie. Hey, portal.
Okay, I'm in and changed.
Okie dokie. Ah!
Balls.
I was busy posing for the camera, and then... So, pretty crazy about that, that add-on, hey? That, shares everyone's account information.
Seriously. I'm gonna be curious to see if SE actually does anything or not.
It's
kind of doubtful.
It's so hard to imagine what they might do because, I mean, they obviously have to do something. Yeah, Hush, we can go in. We're good to go.
What, like I saw some hubbub about it overnight, but what's the deal now?
Okay, so at the beginning of Dawn Trail, when they released all the extra, like, privacy and blacklist options, in order to allow you to better block people, it connected all of your characters to your account kind of name, I guess, and that's how it was able to do it. Well, because they did that, an add-on is now able to retrieve that information. And so now people who have this specific download, it kind of back saves, I guess, everyone's character information, retainer information, alt information onto a server.
Yeah, anyone that's running this plugin, anyone they get near, all their information gets loaded onto this server. They can see, all your alts, all your retainers, everything.
What's the point of the plugin? Like, I can't think of a reason.
Just to stalk people. Like, literally, the only good reason to have it is if you're stalking people.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
What's it called so I can avoid it?
Hang on, I can get the name for you. Give me a second.
And the thing is, like, the only way to opt out of having your data used, apparently, is to download the add-on. Exactly, is to download the add-on and opt out, but you don't want to do that.
Or you can join their Discord and opt out, but then they have all your Discord information.
Exactly.
Too. So don't do that.
So yeah, please don't.
I'm gonna laugh. really, really hard if this is a nuclear bomb waiting to be set off. Like, on all the people who are garbage individuals. Because it's like, the only people that are gonna have this are people that are going to misuse it, apparently. And it wouldn't be that hard to just nuke computers, throw a Trojan in it, and call it a day. It'd be great.
The plugin is called Player Scope.
Okay, and what does it do? Someone found the plugin on GitHub and shared it on Reddit, which led to a lot more people wanting to use it. You won't need to install the plugin to hide your characters. You'll be able to set your character's visibility to private through the Set Profile Private channel. Ooh, you have to get in the Discord to go private.
And then they have your Discord information too.
The question is, why is this guy or gal making it?
Because it's clearly a stalker.
What does it do?
The plugin, like I said, anyone running it, it gets all the information from any character they go near. And so you can see like where this person is, where they've been lately. You can see all their alts. You can see the names of all their retainers. It's just like a ton of information that, for whatever reason, when SE implemented the blacklist, is now shared with the client from other players.
Yeah. So
Very literally, the only good reason to have this plugin is if you're stalking someone.
pretty much.
Which is probably why it wasn't made a public thing or advertised that it was out there. Somebody just went through GitHub looking for plugins.
See, I mean, one, it's likely, from what I understand, I don't go there, against GitHub's terms of service.
Yes.
But
actually.
not only that, it's gonna force Square Enix's hand to find a way to prevent add-ons from working. And that's a slippery slope. And they've been trying to avoid that for as long as possible. But something like this is kind of gonna force the issue. I mean...
From what I've heard, this was Kaza. I see 2 Urkos, another Kaza. I want to go to the other Kaza up by Doc Boga. Yeah, no, apparently it's the way that it was, the blacklist thing was implemented is what stopped it. Or what...
allowed it, yeah.
It was what enabled it to do it, because the way the information is distributed, it makes it readable and ties it all together nice and neat. The plugin doesn't show that to anyone who has it. The plugin simply collects the info.
Yeah, to a database.
Well, unless anyone has it, I don't know that I can confirm or deny any of that. But from the reading that I'm doing, is it tracks the account ID, and since all that got tied together with the blacklist change, if you can reverse engineer a few things, then theoretically you could figure out all that other stuff. But I don't know if it's going to display that all right there in the app of the plugin. Either way, like Debbie said, this is going to force Square Enix's hand, because part of their privacy policy is to protect users' confidentiality and stuff like that. This goes against that. They're now legally liable, probably in more than one jurisdiction. So they're going to have to do something. I think the quickest thing would just be to, someone mentioned it somewhere, is make it so that plugins can't read that data stream. And look, problem solved.
Yeah.
The issue is, if it is stored on a database somewhere, that's going to be dicey. Because once it's on the internet, you can't really take it down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a hot topic, I suppose, add-on that has been discovered / recently created. Yeah. I mean, from what I understand, in the States, it's not considered a private information breach because it doesn't identify you as an individual. It only identifies other in-game assets associated with you. So it's not actually your private information. But, I mean, if you're trying to avoid stalkers or creepy people, it is definitely not something you want. And kind of the opposite of what the original changes were supposed to do.
The issue is that the original changes were hack job garbage.
Yeah, exactly.
It is the poster child for minimum viable product. Square Enix put the call out and said, we need to do something about this. Someone threw something out there and they said, good enough, let's do it. And it was absolute dog shit. There's no other way to phrase it. It was implemented poorly. To the layperson who doesn't have to deal with that, you would think, oh, it makes them out of sight, out of mind. This isn't really a problem. To someone who actually has a stalker or someone that goes around trying to screw with them, it doesn't solve a single solitary friggin' thing, because whoever you're blocking can still see you, and they can still find you, and they can still track you.
Yeah. Open.
The issue is that if we didn't have dog shit people that did that, we wouldn't have to worry about it. But we do.
Yeah.
And this is the reality of us ignoring that dog shit people are in this community. Apparently, it's a hell of a lot worse than I ever wanted to believe.
And I mean, a lot of people are saying, well, this is mainly just our peer problem, but honestly, it affects a lot of different facets of the community. Like, the first thing that came to my mind is some problems that other streamers have had with people causing, like, complete mayhem to their lives. And it's like, I, as a streamer, don't want anyone with a grief with me to know all of my alts and all of my retainers. Like, there would be no way to escape.
Well, someone had brought up that you can find out whose retainer is selling stuff, and they were quickly chastised for not seeing the big picture. And while I agree with the chastising, the point that I have to make to someone who's like, oh no, someone can see that I'm constantly undercutting them because they can backtrace my retainer to me and they can harass me about it. If they do, just report them for having plugins.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
There's no way they would know that without a plugin, and you just get them banned right then and there, because it's a double count. One, using plugins to harass, and two, harassing. Yeah, no, it's definitely it's an ugly situation, and I do think that it is going to make plugins that deal with player data probably a lot more difficult to develop. And thinking on it, I don't really think there's a reason for us to have plugins that overreach our own account. Like, this thing shouldn't have been made in the first place. And if something happens to it, then, as far as I'm concerned, boo frickin' who. Like, I don't care. 2 heritages, 2 Urkos, and
3 heritages.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
I only count 2.
I just got the heritage.
Oh,
I'm looking for it.
well, Urko's got 2, so that shouldn't be too bad. And this one's closer to an Aetherite. Well, at least everyone's having a good time. Is it a hot button issue? Yes. Everybody stay tuned to Square Enix for them to make an official announcement.
Mm-hmm.
If they were smart, and I'm not saying that they are, but if they were, they would send a packet along with all that player account information for anything that reads it, and then have a detector out there a week later to see who has that packet. And if you're not supposed to have that information and you have that packet, you're banned. I don't care. End of story. You shouldn't be pulling that information. Period. Goodbye.
I mean, honestly, they've made it perfectly clear that using add-ons, third-party add-ons, is against terms of service for that very reason. Because if they catch you doing it in something like this, you don't get a say. Your account is just immediately closed.
Oh,
like
they tell you, like, that's the TOS.
Exactly.
They don't play games like Blizzard did, where they would unban you and be selective and whatever. This is your map, by the way.
Yes.
They treat you like an adult. You, pardon my French, je ne sais quoi, sacre bleu, au revoir. You knew damn well what you were doing.
Yeah.
Like, you don't, there's no reason to have that plugin. This is a clear-cut case of you knew damn well what you were doing.
Yeah, I mean, it cuts down on the time it takes them to arbitrate, just simply because it's against terms of service.
They don't have to.
Exactly.
Well, they don't have to arbitrate. I think that this is a nuclear bomb waiting to go off. If they have some way to track who's been pulling that info, or where that data's been going, or if they have some way to find out who's done it, it's a huge bandwave waiting to happen. And if the person who made it put in any kind of anything that could screw with the user's device, it's gonna have that, except for people who deserve it.
Ooh.
This is why I'm not in charge of it. We're going west.
Egg it. Oh, back in Shalone. Go, fat cat, go!
By the way, I'm a terrible bard, but I'll at least put some buffs up this way.
That's fine.
If you can. So yeah, after doing some cursory reading while floating through maps, yeah, what it essentially does is it gathers stuff. Doesn't show you squat, just force uploads it all to a server somewhere. Nobody knows how much is on there, but all we do know is that anyone around you, wherever you are at any point in time, that info gets uploaded to the database.
And then by telling people the only way to opt out is to install it, you're just forcing more information into that. Yeah.
Right. And the only way to get yourself off the database is to join in Discord and post. They have a bot, kind of like what some of the other plugins will do, is they'll ask you to log in. You have to make an account on their Discord, you know, or you have to join their Discord so they know your Discord info to a point. Then you have to go to the lodestone and plug in a particular code that they'll give you. And when their program reads that code on your lodestone, it'll pull your information out. Which sounds like many, many, many steps. Like, ruminating on it now, if this wasn't designed for malicious purposes, it would be opt-in to the database.
Exactly.
Rather than having to do stuff to opt
Exactly.
out.
Zoam is correct. Zoam's "this is why we can't have nice things" take on it is entirely correct.
No, it's completely 100%. Like this, if plugins had stayed at the point where it was, hey, this is a cool quality of life feature.
Mm-hmm.
Let's upload videos of how it looks so Square Enix can get an idea of what we would like. Then you know what? I don't think they'd have much of a problem with it. But the issue is that people just don't know when to stop. Oh well. Once more into the breach, dear friends, let me not go quietly into this gentle.
Right. And I don't even think that was the only... No, the other big hot topic that I was dealing with today was the shrinking active player numbers that everyone's talking about.
Who cares?
Exactly.
Like, if you're not playing, you're not playing.
Playing other games.
Right? I
Yeah,
put
was
out a
like, wait,
video
why is that
on
an
it.
issue?
You're right. I put out a video on it and I just checked and I have like so many comments to read. I haven't even read any of them, but like, come on, people. Yeah, what if the active players drops below 1 million? It means there are other good games worth playing right now. And people are playing other games. Will...
No!
Will people
My
come
Jack.
back? Probably.
Will they come back? Maybe not.
Maybe
knows?
not. Probably,
Okay.
but maybe not.
It doesn't affect you, so shut up.
Unless they turned the housing demolition timer off again because of the fires, but if the housing demolition timer goes on again, it means that some people who are currently playing might have a shot at a house.
Yes, but on the large, the way they're doomsaying and naysaying and stuff, it's like, guys, find something else to talk about. You're all acting like Toby Determined with no actual news.
Exactly. Yoshi P himself said the game was meant to be played and then move it on and playing different games until you want to play again. Absolutely. Anyone who plays games knows that an MMO is just something you play in between other games you want to play.
Unless you have the tism. Then I have to really heavily disagree with you. But no, if you look at a certain game's game design and you contrast that with FF14, there's very little FOMO. You know, there's no pattern of having to log in every day just to get a ticker to go up and you can get a good reward at the end of a month. There's nothing saying stay subbed for this whole month or you lose progression.
Uh-huh.
There's none of the stuff that you would find in other games that exist solely to pad out your game time. And people are taking advantage of that. And the company is not fussing about their sub numbers. You guys are.
Exactly, right? No, I get that people are just trying to create sensationalist entertainment content, but the fact that people who are casual to the game or new to the game or maybe somewhat computer or social media illiterate don't understand that it's complete garbage. Yeah, exactly, Zoem. Gotta get the clicks.
Well, the negativity always feeds into the algorithm. But I think that with a little bit of common sense, anyone who's maybe not as socially literate can look at the article and say, oh, sub counts are dropping significantly. And then they log in and see people around them everywhere. I guess? Question mark? Maybe? Looks like there's a lot of people to me. So I would say that anyone who uses their brain or has a grain of salt knows that this is just garbage and it's not worth talking about because it's just going to put fuel on the fire for a fallacy. We got better shit to do.
Like maps. Oh, man. Thanks, Alpha, for the choo-choo. I hope you're feeling better, Catherine. Sucks to be sick.
Well, at least you're doing better, right? This was Urko. This was this Urko.
Wait, where are we? Are we in Urko?
We are in Urko. We have 3 Heritage, 3 Yaktal, and I think someone's Decipher.
Did I already do my map here?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, right. My next one is Shalone.
Back to Texas.
Is there no one else here?
Not in Urko.
I don't think so.
Okie dokie.
Not going to Shalom. We're going to Heritage Fand.
Heritage. Oh, crap.
What happened?
You know what? Let me go ahead and...
Go ahead and what?
I'm gonna feed the cat real quick. He's looking at me like he's gonna kill me in my sleep.
Oh no, he'd wait till you're awake.
Alright, got my bigger horny bat.
Wait, what?
Told you I had 2 horny
Hold
bats.
up, mine's right here close.
Yep,
Like
I
right
know.
here.
That's where I'm stopping.
Oh, but
Back here?
Where I stopped.
I don't know, I was just following people. I don't know which people.
So, bigger horny bat.
Bigger,
bonks.
bigger horny bat. Oh,
Bigger, better bonks.
Tiny dog is gonna swing.
For now. Until feeding time in 14.3 minutes.
I mean, he knows I have a hard time sleeping, so I'll probably bother 3.
Surely.
the rule in the house is that the kitten is not allowed to eat people food. But now my older cat is feeding him people food.
Oh,
Lol.
God.
So she has been grandfathered in. She gets like milk and cheese and stuff because she's 14 and she's old and angry. And I totally support that. But it's her treat, not anyone else's. But today I gave her a piece of cheese and she knocked it onto the floor right in front of the kitten and let the kitten eat it.
Oh
and I'm like, no, you cannot feed the kitten people food.
Oh my.
that's like my cat at this point. She's 15 going on 16. She has kidney disease, but her absolute favorite thing is salmon. And with kidney disease, they're not supposed to really have meat, and like her food is all super low protein. But at this point, she's still getting her salmon twice a day.
Exactly. The cat
And
doesn't
her
understand.
salad.
Yeah. I feel the same way. It's like, at some point, they don't understand you're depriving them to increase the span of their life. They just know that right now they want something and you're not giving it to them.
To him, you meaty head.
Yeah.
Obligatory dogs are better than cats statement.
Blah.
Boy, all you want doesn't change facts.
I strongly disagree.
You can disagree all you want, doesn't change facts.
Listen, I grew up with dogs. I love dogs. Do I want a dog? Not really, because they are so dependent. If I was going to get a dog, I might as well get a feckin' human child. But
We're a very clingy species.
open. I mean, at least the cat cleans itself and can take itself out to use the bathroom and, you
Oh
know.
my gosh. Having to walk a dog outside in the snow, I would disintegrate.
You can You can train a dog to use the toilet.
I know.
Oh.
Learn how to use the restroom inside. I can't.
Your human child can do that too. Yeah, but how many years of training did it take for your human child to be able to do that?
So your human child is around for a lot longer.
With cats, these features come pre-installed.
You just have to activate them.
Open disco. No.
Brother, ew. What's that?
Tonight
What's
sure
that,
is right.
brother?
We have another one here. I believe it's Catherine's. Over the wall.
Over the wall, over the wall.
Wall. Say the
Climbing over
line,
the wall,
train.
My children.
Teleporting, that's really
Hey, Sergal, how are you?
Mother, did it have to be so high?
I know. Like, that's why we build the wall.
This is your captain speaking. I will be the tank for this evening. You'll be paying attention to me. Yes, me. If you don't like that, you can face your posterior towards the DPS and enjoy the ride.
We have not gotten to floor 5. We got to floor 4 on our first map, but that is the current record.
And then I showed up and everything went to crap.
Well, you know what? I usually have a map that's pretty lucky, but it wasn't entirely lucky. Oh, another heritage found. Or is that this heritage found? I don't know.
Oh, that's another one.
Okay.
We'll go into that one next.
Boo.
Just because it's closer than mine.
Oh, Leilu and I both randomized the same mount.
Nice. Well, everybody's weighing in on the discussion either way. We'll see what they do. No point speculating. Or calling names or assigning blame.
Yeah.
If it bugs you that much, quit. That's really all there is to it. Everyone's an armchair back-end developer.
I mean, why does I want to phrase this in a very specific way. With all the very important situations going on in the world right now, Why do people want to make things like video games more dramatic than they are?
Because that's their sphere of influence.
But there's so many more valid things to get upset about.
Those would probably hit too close to home. They actually have far-reaching potential consequences that far outweigh some frickin' weirdo who won't leave you alone. I mean, I'm waiting for the next dumpster fire to kick off here in America, so I guess I can.
It's not going to take long.
Nope. But I guess I can sit here and speculate for 5 minutes until someone does throw a Molotov at the dumpster.
Exactly. Of all the things to be concerned about in the world, why this? Exactly.
Well, why this is because streamers in particular, or any public figure of note, particularly women, are under a lot of, I don't want to say they're all cautious or whatever, but like, this is a big thing for them considering there's a Discord that talks about
Yep, that's what I was going to bring up.
very disgusting concepts, and it particularly targets female streamers.
Wait, what is this?
There is a Discord out there, and I don't know if it's associated with this particular plugin, but it deals with non-consensual acts or murder, and the targets they discuss are female streamers.
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit dark, a little bit scary, and that's why people are concerned about it. Is it as big as the country burning around? No, but to some people that is their livelihood and their safety, and as such it needs to be addressed. I don't know how, I don't know if laws are going to come out, I don't know if GDPR is going to get stepped up and picked up here in the US, or, you know, what's going to happen with it. Alright, that was my heritage. I have 3 Yaktels and an Urko on the log. Somebody had a Shaloni, if I remember.
I did. I haven't found exactly where it is, but...
I have an Urko.
Did I do that? Oh, I found it.
You did? Shenanigans, tomfoolery, and belly. Alright. Let's see the Yaktels. 1, 2. Alright, 2 are in the same spot, so we're going to start at Mamook.
Mamook. Thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening.
Yes, it is. Nobody commented on my giant horny bats. I'm putting it away.
Aww.
I do things for other people, and I need to stop. Anyway.
Listen, I don't want to get into a political conversation. Not because I don't think there should be political conversations, but because this is not the place and time. But I just want to say, for the record, that Canada has no interest in joining your country. I speak for all Canadians.
Oh my God, sorry, excuse my language.
That's been a concern?
I speak for all Canadians. You guys are more than welcome to come up here and visit, eh? But we're not joining you.
She did us with the A. I don't. Is there discussion of annexing Canada?
Yes. You
Yes.
haven't seen the
No,
they've
I've
been
turned my
saying.
brain off because I can't deal with it. What is happening?
The whole Panama Canal, Greenland, and everything. Now they're talking about Canada. They're talking about England. Just
Back.
Oh, Trump is suggesting you could use military force to acquire the Panama Canal and Greenland, and an economic force to annex Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
What I want to say, I'm not going to say because it would get you in trouble, but this is fucking retarded. Someone shut him up. Anyway,
Eventually.
this is somebody's map.
Yeah, whose map is this?
I don't know.
I mean, the minute he tries it, World War III is going to kick off. And there's going to be a lot of interesting alliances.
The world is like, it's like a school ground fight, and the world is like, well, I guess we have to choose sides?
No, the rest of the world is the teacher. Yeah, he's going to do some dumb shit, and even Canada's like uneasy, not really alliances, but not outwardly hating each other, are like, nah, I kind of hate him more, so we'll go back to Cold War after this. Cold War Pact, just to deal with this guy.
No, I mean, we have to inject some humor into what is potentially some very
World ending shit.
yeah, very disturbing suggestions.
Question.
Yeah.
Is Trudeau your country, or was that your...
Yeah, Trudeau is my country.
Okay,
So
what happened with him resigning? Like, are we talking scandals? What happened here?
He's super unpopular.
well,
Well, let's
so
let the Canadian tell us.
his party has essentially mismanaged funds in Canada for a very long time. He's been prime minister for 9 years, I think.
Oh my
And
god.
it's time to get him out. And his party was so afraid that if he remained in that position that they wouldn't win the next election, that the only way for the Liberal Party to have a chance was to get him out of office. So
they
they
made him-
essentially like pushed him out.
Even though they were the ones mismanaging the finances.
So it's not a personal scandal from him per se. He just was the head of a very unpopular government.
Gone Canadian Liberals screwing it up for all the Liberals.
How long in Canada can they be prime minister for?
Well, we don't elect people as prime minister. We elect parties. So the prime minister is whoever the current leader of the in-power party is.
Why don't
So-
they get rid of... Minute. Oh, they did. I caught on! I did it! I understood something.
So a
Wow,
party
this is-
can oust someone from being a leader. Technically. They can apply pressure.
They can apply political pressure.
But see, our next election is supposed to be October. But our third party, we have a multi-party system. So the third party has sided with the second party against the Liberals. And so if they decide to, because it's only a minority government, I know this all sounds really weird, I guess, to Americans, they can call a
Our
vote of no
structure is
confidence,
chaotic.
right? And they can force an immediate election. So our election may come considerably sooner if that happens, but
How? Okay, so they call no confidence.
yeah.
As in, we think the government is inept right now.
Yes.
We need an emergency election.
Yes.
Huh. You think they will?
Yes. The only thing that might delay it is the party in power, i.e. the Liberals, get to call when the sessions of Parliament take place. So they can put Parliament on a hiatus for several months and then keep delaying the meetings and hold out for as long as possible until it convenes next and there's a vote, and that can happen. So they can
Do you think they'll pull that crap? Because that just, every time they do, just makes them lose public opinion.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You think they'll stall? Because there's a law in the books here in the States called filibustering, and the Senate is not allowed to vote on a bill while someone is still talking. I kid you not, language warning. Motherfuckers get phone books and read them so they can stall out the time.
Oh my
vote.
god.
I shit you not. And I asked someone when I was in high school taking a precursor to legal classes, like, why don't they take that off the book? And the guy, Mr. King, he had to be past retirement age, but he just hadn't done it. And he puts his hand down on his desk. He goes, "Well, Phil, it's an excellent question, but I think they view it as a necessary evil because they both abuse the shit out of it. Anyway, it's dismissal time. See you next week."
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I think
They all use it, so that's why nobody gets rid of it.
I think someone needs to just bite the bullet and go, "This shit's a fucking joke. Get it out of here. I know that we can both use it and abuse it, but this is what draining the swamp actually means.
Well, exactly.
Getting rid of stupid shit like that." And they won't do it. And they just won't do it. Which is why empires only last about 250 years, and we've had a good run.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Yeah, so I think the problem is putting a person in charge of the government instead of a party. Like, at least with a party, there are some double checks, but putting a singular person in charge of a country... yeah.
The problem is when you put a single person in front of the country, they're still being driven by the party. Like,
Yeah.
they still play party politics because they made a lot of deals to get there. And now that they got that position, they have to fulfill those deals. The issue is one that I am not qualified to opine on.
Right.
Is what it really comes down to. I have a couple ideas for how it should be done, but that's not. It'll never take. I mean, you if any governmental system in the world, aside from one that was recently installed, is far too entrenched to even think about moving it. I mean, there's a reason that revolutionary is a term that you see in a history book and not on TV. Anyway.
Build the wall, they'll pay for it. Surprise, Canada builds the wall.
Canada's like, it's curving to your side. We don't want you in it.
Yeah, good fences make good neighbors.
We just have guns on top of ours for no particular reason. Extra ammo, had to use it. You understand. Military budget spending. We all, this is 2000s. You all understand.
Right.
Alright, this is Olendra's. We found it. Get it off the list. 2 Urkos and a share.
To aggro wildlife this time. No, I said I'm
Aggro
gonna
what?
try not to aggro the wildlife.
Yeah. Hey, Zoam, or anyone, if you want in, there's one more spot left. We are one short a full party.
You get to talk politics with us.
I mean, probably shouldn't. Happy stream. Happy stream.
Do I put my soapbox away now?
Keep it out, just in case you need a boost of confidence.
I need to see what's happening over the wall.
Exactly, I was like, what if you can't see what they're doing over there?
Maybe. Just a thought. It's none of your goddamn business.
What if they got snacks?
Oh, then that is definitely my business. Snacks like me, and I like them unless there's too much, and then I don't. Anyway, I am a size queen.
No, who pissed off the wildlife?
I blame the person with a gun. Americans are to blame for everything. I can say that.
You're not
It
wrong.
wasn't me, but I will take the blame because I am an American with a gun in this game. So
Your cooldown is literally named Murica, and a bald eagle screams.
Honestly, though.
For real, though? For real.
Have you guys ever seen a bald eagle in real life?
Yes.
Yeah, they look so
One
silly.
time.
One time, they're everywhere here.
Are you
Well,
serious?
when I saw it was
That's
Alaska, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, I'm not too far from Alaska.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised how big they are.
Oh yeah, they're big.
Huge.
Cool.
There's a couple, a male and female, that have a nest outside my parents-in-law's kitchen window, so they get to watch them quite frequently.
What do they watch him doing?
God. I mean, usually just eating or sleeping, but
You can tell I didn't pay attention in biology.
God.
Birds don't hump. Their bones would shatter.
I can't tell if you're being serious.
I know. It's very hard to make.
The world may never know.
Oh man, if anyone ever finds my Google history, I'm going on the list.
The list. Amateur hour, 7 lists and counting.
Let him know they drape stolen USA flags over their nests. That's how you know they're him.
They're American. Good times, good times.
Open. Disco.
3, 4. Is not happy with us talking politics.
You mentioned the birds too much. They're like, all right, fly out of here.
Okay, Sergal, I know you said this a little bit ago, but you make a point. It's a very old idea. It was called Cascadia, and it still kicks around.
Oh, yeah.
There's still a group of people in support of it. So that is Canada taking the west coast of America. So taking
love
Washington, Oregon, California, etc.
I know.
It'll
Please
never
take
happen.
us.
But
I
I
will
don't
move
know.
directly back to California if that happens.
It's like I don't know how that will work. Where like Canada's population
know.
basically doubling.
Exactly. Well, it
I
would
know,
more
we
than
could get
double. I
so
think
many more
Canada's
people.
population would double just taking like Washington.
Yeah.
What's the population of Canada?
36 million?
Oh, then just California.
Right, you
California
just-
is
And
30.
you have how much land?
A lot. Canada is really big.
It's just really cold up there. You guys got a lot of
I mean, yeah, you can keep it, I guess.
got a lot of cool stuff. Like
This is
nature.
Debbie's man.
Okay.
So,
And the reason why Cascadia was a popular idea is because the west coast of both Canada and the United States are very similar, I guess, societally. Like, they share a lot of the same ideals and a lot of the same
I guess
type of land.
ideologies.
Yeah.
question, would you take Alaska?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a
You
great-
want our oil? Unacceptable.
God. You can have Alberta. We'll give it to you freely.
Take Alberta, take it back.
Just hand it off Alberta.
Exactly. We'll trade you.
Alberta. Fair trade.
Isn't Alberta the one with like the whole rat thing where there's no rats in Alberta or whatever?
Too cold, they'll die.
No, it's because they had like a whole system in place where they actually built a wall against it or some crap.
It's the rats.
The rat wall?
A wall work.
Literally, I'm gonna have to look. Or maybe Indy, it's easier for you to look it up and explain it to us so you can read while we're doing this.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that's
let
so
the tank
funny.
read. Okay.
Oh, you're tanking.
Yeah, no,
No, you normally pull stuff up and read. I can find it.
So that's why Trump thinks the wall's gonna work. They built a wall to keep the rats out. He's racist. Okay, alright. I guess that makes sense.
Oh.
You're the rats.
Okay, but
Yeah,
speaking
it's
of
just-
rats and our two countries, legitimately this happened. There was like a rat expo several months ago that the leaders of New York and Vancouver attended.
Oh, of course,
And they-
it's New York!
Of course it's New York.
Yeah, they had
And,
the best rats.
and
the
they
best.
were talking about comparing New York rats and Vancouver rats. And there's a bunch of differences between them. And it was
Yeah.
absolutely hilarious.
Ours are the size of medium dogs. Get on our level.
Exactly.
They will steal your children. They will
The New York
fight
rats run the
you.
city.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Alberta has been rat-free since 1950.
How?
Yep.
Halicarnassus alpha.
public education. They have like a whole a bunch of government employees that literally just drive around to like farms and stuff everywhere and look for them.
Oh, Debbie, so if I need a green card, can I do that?
Be a
Just
rat
drive
catcher?
Be the rat man.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Do you have any idea how much driving time I would get? The travel pay? Damn, dude, I found my free job. I come to your house and tell you if you have rats and if you have to pay to fix them.
Oh, this is my.
If I tell you you have them, you have to get it. You have to pay for it. And if I'm wrong, nobody will know.
Can you,
Right or wrong, no. Best job ever.
can you imagine sitting on a green card and they're like, why do you want to be here? I want to be the rat man.
I'm a rat
Pick up
catcher.
rats.
I come from New York, and they're like,
Oh,
"Fire."
okay, you're qualified. You might even be overqualified.
I know, right?
You're hired. Here's a sign-on bonus of 100,000. 100,000 USD or 100,000 Canadian. Sir, we speak metric here.
Wait, what happened? No.
I made a USD versus CAD joke.
Hey, Danny, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I am so glad the video resonated with you, and I hope people get to watch it and maybe have a more realistic take on what's going on.
Or just play the game you want to play and not worry about the discourse around it.
Yeah.
Like, we're in a content lull. This happens every time. Nobody's surprised.
Go get attacked by Cloud Mom.
Oh, it's
Ooh,
a tree. Tree.
Ooh, 4.
41.
Maybe,
Oh, 6.
maybe next time.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Good job, whoever got their
Figure out
tree.
when
Thank you.
Choco Boco.
Winnie Pooh.
Oh, I guess I could put it in the yard for like Valentine's. Kinda.
Okay, we have 3 Urkel patches?
The chamber.
We're going to rocky territory.
Yeah, dude, I thought about becoming a nurse like in Canada. But I'm from California, and I heard it's kind of like rough up there sometimes.
Oh, my doctor told me there was a lot of people that had fled the Canadian healthcare system to the point where they actually left Canada over it. And I'm like, come on, doc. It can't be that bad. He goes, I can name 17 people that have a practice on the other side of the border, like our side of the border, just because of how poorly managed it was. And I'm like, doc, it's free. I don't care how bad it's managed.
We always say about the Canadian healthcare system that you get what you pay for, but it's worse now than it's ever been in my lifetime. And
Yeah, why so? I'm wondering.
we're
'Cause, you know,
hoping
all the
that
Americans kind of think, oh, it's free healthcare, so it's amazing, and I mean, you pay taxes,
also-
so at least you don't have to worry. But
I was
there's
gonna
always
say,
like
we're not very.
issues. With it.
Okay, so here's the gist of it though. If you're dying, if you're in an accident, if you're hurt, if you need immediate healthcare intervention or your life will be in danger, you will get that help 100% right now, guaranteed. For free. Open disco!
Yeah.
Yes!
Anyway, so
Okay.
if you're not dying,
If you're not dying, if you've got like a chronic condition, if you've got pain conditions, the average like duration of time it takes to get diagnosed and treated is in the years. So, I mean,
Not much different than here.
no. Hey, come on, give us some credit. We tough it out because we don't want to pay. Not because it
Can't
will
afford
bankrupt
to
us.
pay. What do you mean?
Not because it will bankrupt us and we will die. We just tough it out because fuck the alternative. I don't want to go broke and die homeless.
So when are you even gonna get time off to go take care of that?
I've never
Oh, no!
really. Nobody ever
Oh, no.
got that far.
one.
I almost.
He said it was. He says the best way I can explain it to you is like this. Think of it like public healthcare, which is like public transit. It'll get there when it gets there. You're going to share the office, and it's going to be unfun. And private healthcare is like mob healthcare. You walk in, leather offices, mahogany desks. There are no secretaries. You sit right down to tell the doctor what's up, and it's solved in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so how much does that cost? And he goes, I'm a doctor. I can't afford it.
Sounds about right.
I'm just always wonder how like different states do it too. Because I feel like California, they have the California kind of insurance cover California, so like every place is kind of crowded now.
There's federal programs, and I think it's divvied up at the state level just so they can keep track of it better. But it's just, I think it's messy. I think the American marketplace system is trash because so many people are opting into private insurance rather than going with the government funded stuff. Because if we did just raise taxes and abolish private healthcare, all this garbage, like the CEO, the United Healthcare CEO shooting, probably wouldn't happen.
Oh
I think there are countries that have like a public healthcare thing, but they can supplement it slightly with private, which is kind of the opposite of the US. But they have mostly private.
I mean, that's what Canada is. You have a very large, I'd say 90 to 95% of the population is in the public pool. And then you have the people who can afford the private healthcare where what do you want? Like, do you want pills? Do you want, like, what is it that you actually... Oh, he didn't notice me. But it's like, what are you suffering from? The doctor isn't going to second guess you. If you say you have pain, like 8 on a scale of 1 to 10, he's not going to pretend you said 6. He's just going to give you what it would take and treat you like you're actually dealing with a level 8 pain. Whereas anything publicly funded is not for nothing on very short purse strings.
Well,
And so anything they don't have to pay for, they won't.
here it is slightly different. So,
Okay.
from my experience, doctors here are very quick to write prescriptions. In fact, I've gone in several times to just get a consultation and come out with 3 prescriptions. And the reason why is because Canadian doctors are paid rather poorly, but they are compensated for every prescription they write. So,
kickback kind of?
not so much a kickback, but like, I don't know, an extra like amount per treatment you. Yeah.
It's like they're getting paid for like the treatment as a medication. I kind of get it because it makes sense to me because we do that on my job, sort of.
Well, the point that I was getting at is that a private physician will listen to you. If a woman comes in and says, I think I'm pregnant, the doctor's not going to tell her, oh, it's just cramps.
Cough, 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 cough. Cough, 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 cough. Oh, congratulations. What did I roll?
Oh man.
Oh,
52.
Wow. Wait, who got higher than a 95?
I got a 97.
Oh, wow.
Maidly, do you want that tree then, since I got this? I don't want to take both of them.
Too late. You want them. Moving on.
Yeah, keep your tree. It's cute.
Yeah.
Catherine, do you want it? You gave me that gem. I don't want to take both. I feel bad.
Oh
Oh.
no, don't worry about it. We do maps every week.
Okay, Circle, are you wanting to join, my dude?
Maybe find a save point first. I'm playing another game.
Oh, no, you don't have to. I wasn't going to pressure you. We've only got about half an hour left, but I know you were in chat, so I was just making sure I wasn't ignoring you.
He's playing another game.
Oh my god.
I told you people, everyone's leaving.
I do need free stuff. What am I playing? Fantasia Neo Dimension.
Oh, nice. I heard that one's really good.
I like it. I like it. It's like it's very turn-based. I don't know how to describe it.
Fair
Very
enough.
turn-based. How descriptive.
Like, it's not an action game.
Fair. That's fair. No, mine.
Alpha, your doctor wants 3 months of sleep journals to prescribe T3s to your wife? Ugh.
Sounds about right.
That's too much.
It's because it costs. Well, no, actually, I don't know what the situation is, but in my particular situation, is if it is something that's not an immediate solution, anything that's going to cost an extended amount of money or a big change, they'll put it off and put it off and put it off and talk you out of it and write it down because the state's going to take forever to okay it.
Yeah, for us, a lot of imaging and stuff is like that. Like my biopsy, that took 7 months to actually happen, and my nurse practitioner tried to talk me out of it 3 times. So,
Oh, really?
Oh, maybe they didn't want to. I really don't want to say that they're just treated as educated customer service professionals that cost the state money, but it really sounds like it and feels like it sometimes, where it's like, you're costing us. We're not going to like you if you keep driving up the cost by recommending and
Treatments.
not that. I can't think of the term, but by basically, the comparison is don't cost the company money. Like if you work for a cable company, don't send a check out. You don't have to. And they actively discourage representatives from doing it. And I wonder if they're doing that for doctors. Don't do this thing that's going to cost the state money, or we're not going to like you. We may drop you as a provider.
yeah, I don't know. But it's definitely a matter of it doesn't happen if it's not 100% necessary. And I find that especially with, like I said, imaging, like CT scans, biopsies, MRIs, that sort of thing.
Yeah, no, it is what it is. Like, there's not a thing we can do about it, speculating about it here, or even just sharing
No.
our experiences. It's not going to change anything.
I'm just saying, though, that my mother-in-law went to Mexico for a hip replacement, and it was the best medical experience of her life.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah. Like, 10 out of 10, she recommends it to everyone.
Of course. It's a hell of a lot cheaper, too. Because you didn't have a private insurance company saying you got to pay them every month, and then they can tell you what you can and can't have done. Because, that's not extortion.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm sorry. I know that feeling.
What did I do?
That feeling where you just finish shoveling your driveway and it starts to snow again. Yeah.
Oh, you live in that feeling.
No, it only snows here like once a year. But
What?
I feel like we had this discussion.
we did.
What part of Canada are you
Probably
in?
last year for sure. But yeah.
The warmer part.
Do you have a Hawaii version of Canada that I don't know about?
Yes, it's this island that I live off on the Pacific coast.
Do you qualify as a Polynesian?
No.
Probably not.
That would be
Not
cool.
that warm.
It's not that warm. It snows once a year.
It's
Pacific
Canadian
coast.
Hawaii.
Just put a sign up on your island. Welcome to Canadian Hawaii. It only snows once a year.
In fact,
Oh,
it hasn't
thank you.
snowed this year at all since like last March or April.
I was
So-
going to say, it's January 10th.
I know. It hasn't snowed this winter at all.
I was gonna say, if you have any snow, can you send it to LA?
Yeah,
Yeah, please.
anything will help.
God.
Messed up but the way.
The majority of Canada, that is true, Catherine, but the West Coast, it doesn't really snow here.
How do you ski?
We go to the mountains. There's snow on the mountains.
You guys have mountains and good weather? Oh, oosh.
Okay, the joke is there are a couple of cities on this island where I live where you can go golfing, skiing, and like swimming all on the same day. Like,
Oh, oosh. Sounds like California to me.
Oh yeah. California's very interesting.
As a I think
yeah, it doesn't stick around if we do. It's gone in a couple of days. Like, I think a couple of years ago was the longest. The snow stuck around for like a week and it just about destroyed us.
Piles and piles of gold.
Woo!
I really wish it's like
Ooh.
Wow, a 22% chance of happening, and it did.
Out
What was
here
that?
breaking the odds.
Yeah. I had a little hope when I rolled an 85 for that coffin, but hearing everybody else's rolls, I should just be like, if it ain't a 99, you lost it.
Disco. Ugh.
Alright, we have 2 more. I think it's Olend. Ooh, I have another one to open. I think Olendris is next. I think. Did we pick up the 8th person?
No,
Are we going to?
I don't think so, unless someone wants in.
Gibbity, beep, 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 beep. Nope, I was wrong. It was Catherine's next.
Thump, thump, thump. Okay, someone is okay, so.
Someone's at Guild Cabin.
He's like, no thanks, I don't need any money. Yeah.
I guess we are going to Olendris.
I accept the teleports.
I go where they lead me.
Exactly.
pretty much. Just click on anything that pops up, like, ooh, that looks interesting.
Submit all your account ID records to this unknown database?
Are you all
Yes.
level 100? Yes, we are.
Ooh, that sounds fantastic.
In fact, I am level 100 in almost everything.
Amateur hour.
I know.
Did I have any?
Yeah, I know. I gotta pay my water bill. I'll do it after raid.
Oh. Don't know if you need to pay my electricity bill.
But from what I understand, watching the comedians, the US doesn't have water. The showers just drip, and the faucets nothing comes out of.
What?
Water,
What?
heat, shower,
Anyway.
and mountain.
Oh.
Why do you think I
I
have to pay a bill? It's not free. Mountain Dew
What?
is free.
heard something about Mountain Dew. What did I learn about it?
There's so much to learn.
I know. I was like, oh. So, you know, at the
Gatorade.
school, I heard that some of the schools will keep Mountain Dew on, like, campus for, like, people with migraines. I get it, because the caffeine, which I didn't know Mountain Dew had caffeine in it.
Yeah.
And I guess,
43% caffeine and 57% sugar.
so sometimes I'll make your migraine go away.
Nice. Welcome back, Alpha. And yes, so you guys, some people might have already heard me say this once or twice, but I used to get migraines really, really badly while I was eating gluten. And so I always had Coke in the fridge, Coca-Cola. I don't drink pop, but it was always my emergency Coke that I kept on hand for when I had a migraine. Because yes, it absolutely helps.
Caffeine helps. That's good to know. This stuff. Does Mountain Dew have more caffeine than Coke, or kind of the same?
Well,
Yes.
here in Canada, Coke has more because Mountain Dew doesn't have caffeine, but...
Oh, yeah.
Because you guys have an actual safety thing for what goes into your food. Bunch of pansies. Why don't you eat lead paint chips?
We don't want to.
It's got a
Merv.
good crunch.
Got a
I want to
good
do that.
crunch. It's a little nougaty in the center, and it makes you feel like metal.
Oh God.
Honestly, I would love to see the list of banned food because I'm like, what's on there? I mean, other than
But
everything.
the top of their list is anything manufactured in America.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
specifically.
because I've been diagnosed celiac, I've been learning a lot, like using a lot of resources, going to a dietitian, and from what I've learned, I would be in severe danger if I went to the States because
Oh yeah, don't come here.
your labeling standards are different. The declaration of ingredient standards are different, and a lot of your medications or over-the-counter painkillers contain gluten. So I would basically die.
Devin, you hit the nail on the head. You wouldn't be in danger.
Maybe
You'd be dead.
There you go.
celiac, who I'd have to like pick their brains on like what is safe for my friend to eat while they're here because I don't want her to perish.
Right? What happens if I don't want to die?
Welcome to America, Miss Gamer. The air is gluten. This is bad. This is very bad.
Though, ironically, one of the best places to be celiac is Italy. Because apparently their standards for food preparation and, like, everything involving gluten is much higher than most other countries.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
I mean,
Like,
Like, let
if you do not
everybody
cook
pause.
pasta correctly, you get shot.
everybody pause for a second. We're talking about Italy. As
Yeah.
Hush eloquently pointed out, if you cook it wrong, you're gonna die.
The food culture is immaculate.
Like, the food is what they do.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a video of Italian eating at Olive Garden for the first time. It
Oh, man.
They
was
died.
like waterboarding somebody. I was like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I don't know why we decided to do this, but
Why did they agree?
well, they had lived in Italy their whole life, and they're like, yeah, I just want to be open-minded, and I was like, oh honey,
No,
I'm gonna
no,
need you to be
not about this. Not about this.
no.
Of course, Alpha. I'll help you guys out if you need anything.
I feel bad because I actually kind of like Olive Garden sometimes. Not like Italian food, but like, you know, a guilty pleasure kind of way.
Oh yeah, I feel like that about Taco Bell.
Yeah, same. Taco Bell's more like, not even Tex-Mex. It's just Taco Bell.
It's just,
Yeah,
it's just
Your average American, yeah, I enjoy eating garbage sometimes. What of it?
Sometimes you're just having a rough night, and
Feels good.
It's Taco Bell.
Tacos weird because I never ate the meat there because my family never would eat the meat. So it was like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
always had the beans and it was always fine. But I was like,
Yeah,
is something with it with the meat at Taco Bell?
not really. It's just like, it's average. It's not something I would go out of my way.
Wait for it.
Disco.
No, isn't that?
Discord in my. We are kind of in the Spanish expansion. I did sort of curse us.
Shredded cheese at
3.
BAM.
Yes. I
Bro.
bought like a 1 pound bag of shredded cheese. It is almost gone.
You guys are such amateurs. Buy the block and eat it off the block like a real.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of one of my favorite ways to just eat cheese when I'm feeling feral. Just
I did that
my
when I used to do that all the time when I was younger. I'm like, I want some cheese. I don't really want to do the shredded crap because I just bite off the block. You know, like someone who's serious about food.
You know, cheese off the bow.
It was good times. Oh man. And everyone was like, oh, how do you crap? And I was like everybody else. It doesn't affect me like that.
Yeah.
Of course, you got to have
I mean-
pepperoni too. Like,
I was gonna say you probably eat other things other than cheese. Like, good lord.
There's a couple times where it was just a block of cheese, but I was like, taste of cheese is getting a little funny. Let's have some pepperoni while we're in here.
Get some jazz.
Make it interesting.
But was it actually cheese, or was it cheese-flavored processed food stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
that stuff makes me sick.
You know what's weird? Weird is like I've seen people react to American cheese and they'll use like the cheese whiz in a can, and like I haven't even seen it in the stores or me ever.
I
Never
know, I
had, like,
kind
cheese
of
whiz.
miss cheese whiz.
So I've never even like tried cheese whiz, so I'm like, they're doing better than I am.
Oh.
Cheese whiz is cheese flavored plastic. You don't typically want it. Also, you're not looking hard enough.
Yeah, bro, no.
I come across it every now and again, and I'm like, no, I'm not that desperate.
I used to have it on tortilla chips in the 90s because it was a quick, like, after-school snack I could make myself.
And look what happened to that generation.
I know, man. We're awesome.
It's a cheese whiz. You can blame the cheese whiz.
Because you just put the whole jar in the microwave and you heat it up so it gets melty and you pour it over the chips.
Cheese whiz comes out of a spray can.
What? No.
Yes.
It's a jar.
Philadelphia.
Oh,
Yeah, like on cheesesteaks in Philadelphia, you can definitely get it in a jar. But yeah, you can get easy cheese. It's like the cheese whiz that comes in the can that like you have to press on the tip and it comes squirting out in that nice little like star.
Wait,
I
wait,
only
wait,
wanted
wait,
it
no, no.
because of a goofy movie. I'm not gonna lie.
The Leaning Tower of Cheese.
Jesus.
This isn't some Mandela effect. It is in the squirty cans, right? Because I'm
It
Googling
is. It's in the squirty can.
Okay.
According to
all right.
Alendra, it's both.
Okay,
Okay.
what's up,
Probably
Wonder?
both, yeah.
Easy
Alright.
cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
By
it's
the
probably good.
way,
Oh,
my
side
God, what was I
note,
gonna say?
that character who made the Leaning Tower of Cheese,
Mm-hmm.
he was only in that movie because he became self-aware. Why are we always wearing gloves? And then nobody saw him again. That was literally
Yeah.
the last scene he was in.
Yeah.
It's like, don't ask those questions, guys.
Come on with me.
No, isn't there a movie where like we saw them without gloves and I was like, ugh, no, put that back.
Maybe.
It's not correct.
Maybe the really, really early ones. Which, fun fact, the earliest Mickey, Steamboat Willie, is out of copyright protection and is now public domain.
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm sure Disney's cussing
God.
up a storm down in hell.
Well, that happened last year. This year, some early Popeye stuff reached public domain.
God, finally.
Except at the
So-
beginning, Popeye didn't use spinach. He used stroking a rodent. I need to look this up.
No. We're not doing this. This is not Debbie After Dark.
I'm being legit here.
You stroked a rodent to get super buff. No, you're making that up.
I mean, he's a sailor. He's probably chilling with rats a lot.
I buy it, but stroking them? Nah. Nope. This is not some Mighty Mouse rub-off garbage. This better not be some Mighty Mouse rub-off garbage. I need an adult. I need an adult.
Hey, thank you so much, Anonymous, for the gifted sub. Thank you.
Thank you, Anonymous.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Oh, well, I'm finding a boss right now.
It's not
Okay.
So, how about them Yankees? Yeah, I know. You want me to pay it. Final notice, yada, yada, yada.
Give us your money!
Pretty much. You want like $60 for my water bill, too.
Hi, Linda.
Oh, actually, Deb, I have an interesting question for you.
Oh, thank you again, anonymous gifter. Thank you, thank you. Yes, what is your question, Philip?
What's your thought process on people who have solar panels paying grid upkeep fees?
That's BS. That's absolute BS.
That doesn't sound right.
Really?
Hey, Professor! Yeah, thank you so much, Anonymous, for the gifted sub.
Solar upkeep fees, like how?
They just want to charge you something, because I don't know about there, but here, if you have solar panels on your house, a lot of the time you're giving electricity back because you're using less than you make. So they should be paying you. But a lot of companies don't want to pay you. They want to charge you. So they come up with a fake way to charge you.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't mean that. Because there was a thing that went big a while ago in the solar community, and it was this guy who had ostensibly a very large house and a lot of solar panels.
Mm-hmm.
And he got his bill from the power company, and he sold them like $38 of power more than he used.
Mm-hmm.
And he only got like a credit of 25 because of grid maintenance fees, and he went absolutely fucking apeshit.
Yeah, as he should.
I disagree.
Why?
If everybody who goes solar does not pay for the infrastructure that their power can get to the power company, get out to other people, who's going to? Because as soon as you say everybody who has solar and doesn't pay for us to deliver power to them, we now have to shift the cost of maintaining those lines of that person selling the power company power onto all the other people who buy power from the company, rather than the person who's sending it to them. And I'm like, we're trying to have a society here. Either you're part of it and you're connected to the grid, or you're completely off the grid, and then fine, you don't have to pay maintenance fees. But you can't sell us power because that's our infrastructure you're using to do it. I mean, look at it as a roadway system. If you were shipping stuff to companies and they were paying you, you should be paying road maintenance fees because you're using those roads to sell your goods. Yes?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
But
it seems a little much. Like, at least make it like a $20 yearly charge instead of like an $8 monthly charge.
it depends on what the grid maintenance fees are. I think for them it should be a lot less because they're not using that much. They're barely using it all, but I do think that they should be at the point where you are utilizing this infrastructure. You should have to pay something.
Not interrupting anything,
Like
am I?
if I have a $200 power bill and my maintenance is, let's say, 10% of that, then that's fine. I got to pay $20. If their refund is $38, they should only have to pay, again, 10% of that, $380.
Okay, but we're not talking, Zoam, about a utility connection fee. We're talking about a monthly charge for usage of the service. Am I right, Phil?
More of like the lines are in place, this is the money we need to keep them operating, rather than selling or whatever. It's kind of just maintaining the grid. Because the reason that, because I thought the same thing, I'm not using your grid, I shouldn't have to pay your fees for it. And the guy goes, well, as more people go into solar, that fee is going to go up for everybody who doesn't have solar. And it's just going to become more and more and more unaffordable, and people are going to go to solar to get off of it, and then they're going to have nowhere to sell it because there's going to be no grid fees. And if that's the case, just disconnect completely from the grid, and then you don't have to worry about it. The issue is that some counties don't legally allow you to do that, and that's where I think things get a little bit hairy.
Some
Like
states actually don't allow it in the entire state. If you disconnect from the grid in certain parts of Florida,
They literally will come in and condemn your house because you are not considered a powered and connected house, and in that case considered derelict. There have been several people who tried to sue in the state of Florida to go off-grid, especially with all the hurricanes and everything else that keeps tearing everything up, and they have literally been told connect to the grid or don't live in your house.
Well, there's one example.
Yeah, but Alpha, that's a natural gas company. That's not BC Hydro, which is our electric company.
Florida also wanted to outlaw having backyard gardens for a while there, so they're a prime example of taking it to the extreme.
Florida? An extreme? What are you talking about?
Right?
You gotta hear this. You gotta hear this. Guy gets... no, okay. So do you know who Matt Gaetz is?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Unfortunately.
I should say representative.
Former representative.
He has resigned his position and is no longer active.
Former Rep Matt Gaetz. But the point is, he's proven to have had relations with underage women. And yet this is the scumbag who gets elected and is on the docket to be appointed to be head of the Department of Justice in America.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Trump took him off?
Yep.
He took himself off and resigned his position.
Oh, I didn't know he had it to resign it. I know he resigned from his representative position.
And then he resigned from the other one.
Oh, okay. Well, the point is,
this resigned and more removed name from option.
The problem that I'm bringing up is that it was thrown around in the first place.
Yeah.
And there's discussions that he may run again, although I don't know if I believe those. Either way, like, if the world says, America, are you okay? No. No, we are not. It's not even up for debate.
I mean, there's a point in which these career felons need to just take the money they have and live a quiet life. Like, just find a minimum wage job somewhere and live off your savings and just be a quiet person.
Their greed got them there, and capitalism glorifies greed, so they're doing what the society has taught them.
Moved in too close.
I got by that dog run.
Oh no!
Woo!
We did it!
Bug defeat.
Yeah, beat this boss. 2 victories.
What is this? Oh, gemstone. Oh my god, Chokum.
Does anyone still need that now? Because they can have them.
Choco.
Okay, who didn't just watch it? Or you guys all just roll or something?
Debbie, question for you.
Yes.
Did you say, like, during your Monday stream thingy with Pyra that there's only going to be, like, 2 major patches this year? Or did I miss here?
Nope, that's correct. So Yoshi said during his New Year's statement that this year, 2025, will only have 7.2 and 7.3.
Really?
Yes.
Jeez. 6 months for each, pretty much.
What are you talking about, Danny?
Hello?
Most of them old politicians are too busy trying to remember Tuesday. Right?
Wow.
Oh,
Why?
hey, Danny.
So concerning.
It's not that they're wrong, it's that I'm disappointed at how right they are. We're going north, by the way.
North.
Where's north for me? So this has been a nice politically charged night.
Right.
I just got here. You can't blame me.
I'm like, I'm not going to talk politics, but then proceeds to talk politics for the next 45 minutes. Yeah. Oh,
The
well.
opinions expressed during this 2-hour power hour are not
it's
necessarily
either
reflected.
this or puns.
By the way, so
Aggressively
Debbie,
bad
do you guys
puns.
have, like, in America, like, we have, like, the PBS, like, Republic kind of thing?
Public
Yes,
broadcasting,
we have the
when
CBC.
commercials
Yeah.
CBC, okay. They have all those kind of shows.
So the CBC is funded by the government, which has come under fire lately that any media outlet should be funded by the government because there are problems in some countries about remaining unbiased when you're funded by something like the government.
You know, if we keep up with this, you can probably get Ground News as a sponsor.
Right.
Midas touch.
Wow, can everybody just jump on me for a second? I want to feel loved.
I get in trouble for doing that, so I don't do it anymore.
Not
Oh.
talking about the mobs in a tank.
Never mind.
Dang, TMI and all that shit.
Oh, Danny, you're an
Not
American
anymore.
that is working in BC. Well,
Ooh, stay there. Stay
awesome.
there.
I am living in BC.
I have family in BC.
There you go.
I want to be in BC. Does that
There you go.
I know somebody in BC.
We're very BC adjacent here.
Not me. I'm down in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
6 degrees to BC over here.
I live in
I'm
New
next to
York
DC
here,
and I wanna
with
go
the
more
rats.
With the rats.
I tell you, I'll come up there. If you find a position in your area for rat exterminator, I'll head up there real quick.
Okie dokie.
As
Oh,
long
did you
as
get a
they...
new job?
No, but I want one up there. So, what is it? It's Alberta? Has not had a rat since 1950.
Apparently, I'm just hearing this today, but
And it's because they have government employees that go around to buildings that do rat inspections. And I was like, if they give me a green card, I'll just tell them I'm from New York, and they'll be like, bam, hired, sign-on bonus.
Yep.
No joke.
Just walk around to people's farms. Here, ratty, 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 just pull out some New York pizza. They all just come flooding to me. Gotcha, bitch.
okay, but you have to remember, in comparison to New York rats, Canadian rats are really small.
Yeah.
And New York rats will
Just-
crush the Canadian rats.
Yeah.
By the way,
Rats
do you guys-
actually killed my family?
Rats taught my turtles kung fu.
We thought the rat
Yeah.
that got in our house was our mini dachshund one night.
Oh no.
No joke. My sister came home from working at the Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburger at like 11 something at night after working like a double during the day, and she saw this fuzzy thing come running at her, and she literally went down to pet it thinking it was Sally the dachshund coming to greet her at the
Oh,
door,
no.
only to go, "You're not Sally," and scream her way up 3 flights of stairs to wake my parents about it.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
Seriously thought it was a dachshund.
Sir, this is
Incredible.
a Wendy's. We serve food here. sir.
Oh man.
That's it for maps. Does anyone have one open that I missed?
I do not.
I think I used all of mine, but if anyone has a map or a thieves map, we have a few more minutes.
If you want me to open one, I have. What do I have on me?
I have a horny
You got some
bat.
dragon skins. One.
I could open a
We're gonna
Kumbra
go.
guaranteed if you'd like.
Sure. If you have it and want to use it, let's go.
Yeah, I owe you guys something after everything I rolled tonight.
Yeah, no, dude, it's not that big a deal. You know, that's just RNG. Fuck off.
You're just lucky tonight.
Dabnare,
Yolk.
Whatever.
somewhere in Dabnare.
I didn't want to be rich anyway. System's busted. I should be getting richer.
Don't make me pull up a website to find this, please.
I know. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm
So how-
really kind of in love with this glam.
How did the ceremony go? The eternal bonding.
It was great.
Are you a mouse?
What?
What?
You look like a mouse.
A mouth or a mouse?
I'm sorry, I have a bad lisp now. Mouse, like squeak squeak, mouse.
I am definitely not a mouse.
You look adorable either way.
Thank you. I am a
Oscar?
dragon. Dragon.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm so
yeah.
sorry.
Agron.
I mean,
Dragon.
some of the
You keep
some
doing your
of
thing.
the little Aubrey ladies are very mouse-like, very small, very demure.
Oh, don't start that crap.
I've seen them. They look like
It's
Mises.
too late.
Ugh, that demure stuff makes my skin crawl.
How
Most of my
very
friends who know me, if they were to say call me demure, I'd have to die laughing.
how very non-demure.
Aw, I know I'm a little train wreck, but I own it.
Okay, there's Zav. Okay, it's not far from Palakistan. We can work around that.
I have scales and horns.
Really?
Wait a minute, rotate on that
top of
outfit?
Show me?
I had that outfit in high school.
Lol.
Back in, like, the 90s.
Did you also have the lower back tattoo?
No, I never got
That's
trained.
Oh.
You don't
I do have
any-
the one on my ankle and the one on my shoulder, though.
Ah,
Is that the PvP?
No, this is new to the online store today.
Yeah. I mean, let me look before I pass judgment.
I like it.
Very-
It's the
Very late 90s, early, like, 2000s.
yeah.
Where are? Oh, jeez. It's way the hell over there.
Seriously, had that tank top, had the little, like, short sweater and everything.
I'm here. I promise.
So, the pants, I had him in black with the white stripe.
Leisure wear. That was a solo map.
Oh.
it's been in my cell.
Busting Lobo skins and not telling us. For shame. Ooh, the Lotus is on sale.
Yeah.
We got a dragon skin. I think those are usually portals.
Dragon skins are a 50-50 shot of portals. $22? Tell me you wrote it off, Debbie. Tell me you wrote it off.
No, it was like my brother gave me like one of those like prepaid Visa cards or whatever for Christmas. So
Yuletide blessings.
yeah.
So you bought gray sweatpants with it.
And the top. But
Lol.
also, the band for the underwear is the same band they use for the halter top in the streetwear set, so it all matches.
Hang on. I don't see it. Are you wearing this? You're not wearing streetwear.
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying that if you look at the streetwear top,
What brand?
Yeah, it matches.
Man, I miss that tank top. And having a flat tummy.
right? Not that I ever had that, but you know.
And I was about to say I never had one of those, so I don't know.
I like weighed
did.
the same weight all the way up to like 18, 19 years old. But then the food allergy kicked in and yeah, I packed on some poundage.
It's to the best of us. Diet Coke. $22. High cut shirt. Lame. High cut knit top.
Disney World.
It's
Oh,
Disney
the
World.
one with the
I'm going on a
tickets and
teacup.
stuff.
Sweatpants.
That's actually a pretty good deal. I'm not gonna.
I mean, it looks okay. It's just not my style.
Oh no, I mean the
not
like the new
your style.
adventurers
Hers.
package thing.
What? Oh,
Didn't yeah.
It's the price of a Fantasia, but you get extra with it.
heels and escalators. Escalators.
Escalator land? That's not what we call this.
We call it fish paste and tartar sauce.
That's not what we call this either.
What? I've been lied to.
You lied to me?
You gave me loaded dice?
I fought your sister. That's a compliment.
What's your... That's a compliment. And I'm bonking everything with my horny bed. The bonk with the
Oh, wait a
bonk, the
minute.
bang,
That's
the dang.
just a smaller version of the Dark Knight one.
Yep,
Has that
I'm
always
travel
been there?
sized. I'm travel sized for convenience. Yes, I think it has. Oh, it's not just that. There's a cord of, I guess, fuse, so that I can light it and it blows up when I'm hitting somebody.
Alright, hang on, that was awful. I'm gonna. You guys want one more?
It's midnight
Yeah.
stuff.
Sure.
What?
One more.
Yeah.
That was pretty lame. That was pretty lame. We were kicked out in the first door.
Debbie's like, one more. We have to talk politics.
No, I'm just.
Talk the politics of the best way to eat soup.
There is no. Actually, no. This is a
See
trap.
how this goes.
It depends on the soup. I eat
Depends on
like noodle soups, like ramen soups, with a fork, and then I drink the
Yeah.
juice because that's the best way to eat them.
Is it really called juice though?
Probably
Yeah.
not, but
It's called soup juice. Don't. This is basic noble
Well, I mean, there's tomato soup and then tomato
paste.
juice, and then the
Oh,
but I mean, here in Canada, we call like the broth dip you have with like a sandwich au jus, so it's juice.
that.
Why
Au
would
jus
you
is
call it?
different though. Au jus is made with more like the meat drippings.
Yeah, what do you think a
Yeah.
broth is made out of?
Oh, it's like the bidia. Okay.
Meat owns?
apparently it was like a stock.
Yeah, it's more boiling down the stock, not just the drippings.
There's like a difference between broth and stock, and I forget what it is now. One's with
Yeah, one
bones and
is-
one's not.
Yeah, one is made with like boiling the bones and the meat and that kind of stuff, and the other one is literally the drippings from the meat if you cook it
Oh.
on rack.
Yeah.
There's a person in Chacos FC who's going through Ultima Thule while we were in maps. F in the chat for their emotions.
Oh,
no. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Lisa did it earlier before Maps and Riley's going through right now.
Oh,
So
man.
tell me if you guys heard this. So speaking of food names, so I never did it, but you know pasta, you know, the sauce that goes on it. I heard someone from New Jersey call it gravy, and that's the first time I heard of like pasta with gravy.
Don't listen to anything
No.
that comes out of New Jersey.
Danny, did I see the Canadian lawmaker making a speech to entice California, Oregon, and Washington with free healthcare? I didn't see that, but I know that it's a Cascadia thing, and that's been going on for years. We actually talked about it a bit earlier.
We're going political again? You said we weren't.
I'm just answering a comment, Phil.
I mean, we don't have to be political with it.
We don't. I just. It is information without an agenda.
Canada's
Think
trying to
of-
get into the West Coast.
Just think if Canada had Disneyland.
Lol.
I know, right?
If Canada had Disneyland.
Oh,
Happiest place in Canada.
California. You would also get
But-
fire, you know.
A lot.
But you know,
We have
the one
Marineland.
policy-
It had a theme song.
That's not helping you.
Everyone loves Marineland.
Oh my god, I remember that commercial. I'm sorry.
See?
I spent so much time in Buffalo. I know that song. Isn't that one in Ontario? Or isn't there one in Ontario?
Yeah, it's in Niagara Falls, Ontario. Is always
yep.
a real fun place to go. You got friends too. It's a great big kiss. Everyone
Stop
loves
singing.
Marineland.
You're bringing it back to me.
Yeah.
I wanted to forget this. Kill your mandragores and stop singing.
Oh god, oh god.
I used to want
Used
to
to
go
be
so
AOE.
bad, but my mom's like, we're not going to Canada for that.
Going for good
Go to
beer.
Niagara Falls, and my dad'd be like, let's go to the Canadian side. It's got a better view. My mom's like, I don't want to go to Canada. I'm not crossing the bridge.
Aww.
Mom hates bridges.
Hopefully if everything works out
Oh, Caillou? Yeah.
for Dash.
Isn't Caillou a bad kid?
Sort of. He was undisciplined, and he was bald.
You're bald.
He was bald.
That's his sin, he's
Yeah.
bald.
Balding children.
He was
I had
undisciplined
somebody
and
ask
he was bald.
I had somebody ask me when I was, working between all the different toy stores and everything else like that over the years. One of the things I was asked was, why is Caillou bald? Is this like kid obnoxious because he's dying of cancer or something? I'm like, Oh my god, I
No.
hope not, but I've never seen it in the show with little pieces I see on the screens and stuff.
Why
Just
is
kind of a little brat.
Caillou bald?
Why is
Caillou is bald because he was originally designed as a young baby with very little hair. Then they aged him up for more complex storylines.
Okay,
and
that
kept
makes
him
sense.
Bald.
Okay, so the poor kid's got alopecia.
Essentially, his baldness is a part of his established character design. Ergo, Debbie is correct. He's undisciplined. And he's bald.
Thoughts and prayers to all those with alopecia.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
That aren't
Those two
right.
things together. You're undisciplined and bald.
It's just the way that she's like, oh yeah, and he's bald. Like that's the movie.
I'm literally using that for the next insult for the next like weirdo.
That's a weird Debbie meme.
Right.
Evergreen.
Every time
Well, there's actually bald Caillou memes.
Oh my god. You're just going in on this poor kid.
Watch 5 minutes of the show and you'll understand why.
I had to watch it every day for like a summer because I was a nanny for a group of kids that just had to watch it every day.
God. Little Cailloux themselves?
Yeah.
Well,
Open. Oh man. It's like, nope, get out of here.
Like
it was
Caillou
like,
being
enough
bald.
Caillou.
Caillou being bald is not a bad thing.
Look what you started, Danny. My god.
Oh, that's so funny.
I mean, Charlie Brown's bald too. I mean, bringing it
Oh, no, he's
with
got a
that
little-
one.
He's got a little like thing.
I think he has less wiggles than Homer Simpson.
Look, Charlie Brown's a
I mean,
little
he's
slow. My god. How many
Is
times
he
do you have to
slow?
offer him a football before he realizes you don't have his best intentions in mind?
I don't know that he's
Listen.
slow. I think he chooses to see the best in humanity.
Yeah.
And Lucy's just a little brat that needs a spanking.
And she's a
I don't
shrink.
think that would fix her. Yeah, I got
just make him bald. He'll go fix it.
So somebody Googled why is Caillou bald, and the AI came up with Caillou can't grow hair, not because he has cancer or progeria, but because he sucks, and even his own body recognizes that he's not reserved hair or love.
You don't get hair because you suck.
You don't get hair because you're bald. Because you're undisciplined.
Nobody knows you, so you have no hair.
Oh my god.
Oh man, it's always a pleasure, guys. This is why we do map nights every Friday.
This is
Bald
bald Caillou
people.
signing out.
You need a good
Oh, now that Genova is open for alts, my next one, if you see me running around, my name is Caillou Bald.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me tonight. Thank you, everyone who joined me in-game, and all of those who watched on Twitch and on YouTube. Thank you so much. Also, Anonymous, thank you for the gift subs. And thank you, everyone in chat who joined me.
Sorry.
This
Caillou
chat.
Bald
Voice chat.
signing off.
Voice
That should be
chat.
the name of an extreme, Debbie.
An extreme?
No, yeah, it should be the name of your next stream.
Oh.
Night is that Caillou? What did you say? Oh yeah, undisciplined and bald.
Discipline and bald.
We're all
So
undisciplined and bald here.
It'll be my my reaction to a Asmund video, I'm sure.
Oh, perfect. Can you imagine? I would stay with you for the rest of your life. Getting roasted that thoroughly without being cursed out.
Okay. Take care, everyone who's watching, and we'll see you next week. If you want to join in, the sign up goes in Discord every Friday. Make sure to sign up to guarantee yourself a spot, and I'll see you in game.
Thank you for pressing self-destruct.
Caillou Bald says run with me next week.
Thanks for the stickers.